So for the last couple of years now, we have been giving away an entire master set to one lucky subscriber. Every single set release, we have been doing this. We open up a lot of packs anyways. It's always just kind of been my thing for master sets. I just love collecting master sets. Every new set release, I've always collected one. I've always put one together. And since we open a lot as a store anyways, we were able to put together a lot of common and uncommon full sets, things like that. So every single set release, we've been giving one away. And usually when I record this video, it's done. Or really close to being done. There might be like one card that we're missing or something like that. This is the first time I'm not close. I am not even close. But here it is. Here's the Prismatic Evolutions Master Set for the Fan Clan. So this gets to go to one of you as soon as I finish it. It's probably going to take me a few weeks to do, so there's no end date for this giveaway yet. But this is it. This is all the etch work was done by the Unlucky Collector on Instagram. Make sure to give him a follow. He puts together all the custom binders for us. Puts the little logo in the bottom. We've got the Prismatic Evolution set logo here. He does all the etch work. Really sleek, really cool looking binder. And I get to give this away to one of you as soon as it is done. So if you want to win this, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And then I'll leave the link in the description down below. But we just put out a video on Friday. This is the thumbnail right here about the pull rates from Prismatic Evolutions. They're rough. But you want to go on that video and you want to leave a like and a comment on that video. So make sure you're subscribed and then leave a like and a comment on that video. Boom, you are entered. It's probably going to be a few weeks. We will give the master set away before Journey Together comes out. I guarantee it. I promise you we will do that because we'll have to do one for Journey Together anyway. So that is all the details. We're going to go through this master set in just a few minutes, but there's a couple things that I want to talk about prior to doing that. First of all, this is a normal Vault-X binder. So this is a 480 count binder. This is a 12 up. And like I said, we'll go through the entire thing in just a second here. But this will hold everything that you can pull from a booster pack. You might need a little bit more space if you're a master set collector who likes to add every single promo that comes out from the set. But this will hold, I think there's 455 unique cards that you can pull from a booster pack. So there's like one sheet remaining, like one sheet of 24 slots that remains after you put everything in this binder. So it's tight, and it is crazy. But that is, you can go on Amazon, you can buy them. They're like $30 for a Vault-X binder that holds 480 cards. But that will house everything. It will hold the entire master set. Just some observations about Prismatic Evolutions. I wanted to touch on pull rates because there is just some misconceptions going on. And I did not open up enough Prismatic Evolutions. Nobody has, it's very tough to find as a storefront. Typically we'll open up a couple thousand packs. We didn't do that with this set. We personally only opened up a few hundred, and then I teamed up with another store who opened up a few hundred. That was pretty much it. So our pull rate data is very, very low, and it's not good for understanding full pull rates or anything like that. I do think it's a good breakdown by rarity, but I don't think it's a good breakdown by individual pull rates or anything like that. And even by rarity, it's cutting it pretty close. But my pull rate data shows me that pull rates stayed the same as what we have seen with Shrouded Fable, with Surging Sparks, where it takes about 70-ish packs, 75 packs, somewhere in that ballpark to pull a special illustration rare. There is other data that is coming out that says it's much harder or much easier. And I think usually I never knock on PokeBeach. I actually love PokeBeach. I think that John does a fantastic job with the site. He shared some pull rate data from TCG Player. I never knock on TCG Player either, but they were calling it twice as easy to pull a special illustration rare in Prismatic Evolutions, and they narrowed it down to like 1 out of 45 packs out of a pack sample size of 1,200. Now that is a much bigger pack sample size than what I provided, much smaller than some of the other ones out there which have much harder pull rates for special illustration rares. But we have got to get past this idea that a God pack, which would contain 9 special illustration rares, should be weighed the same exact as a normal special illustration rare pack. Like, it should be weighed the same way. You know what I mean? Like, it should only count as 1. We cannot look at pull rates as the amount of special illustration rares you pull in 1,200 packs. We need to look at it as the amount of packs that contain special illustration rares, even if it's multiples. So a demigod pack that would contain 3 special illustration rares, for example, you would still count that as only 1 pack with special illustration rares. You can't count it as 3 when you're examining pull rate data, because otherwise it's going to skew the numbers. And I know somebody might be like, hey, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that much of skewed data. It really is. It really is. If you open up 100 packs and you only pull 1 God pack, that tells you that 1 out of every 10 packs contains a special illustration rare, because there's 9 special illustration rares in that pack. That we can't do that. One pack contains a special illustration rares. There happens to be 9 in that pack, but that would yield 1 out of 100 packs, which would obviously not be accurate either. It's closer to, like I said, 1 out of 70. But you got to be careful. Be careful. Obviously, don't make all of your bases, all of your judgments, all of your collection decisions based off of that information. You want to experience some stuff for yourself, but be careful with the information that you digest. Be careful with the information that you receive and what you use it for. Obviously, you're welcome to view pull rates, make your own opinion, all that kind of stuff. I just personally don't believe we should be looking at God packs, even though they're cool, they're awesome. Like I have not pulled a full God pack. I've only pulled a demigod pack. I think it's awesome. I think it's really, really fun to chase those. My demigod pack, I only counted as 1 special illustration rare because I look at it as a booster pack that contains special illustration rares, not 3 special illustration rares. It just contains special illustration rares. I just want to make sure that we get that clear so that way we don't add any confusion or anything like that out there, just because there's a lot of information going out there. It's very difficult right now because of how expensive Prismatic Evolutions has been. I've also gotten a lot of questions about batching. I didn't really open up enough in order to give a firm stance on batching. I will tell you this. There is multiple Elite Trainer Box cases. So an Elite Trainer Box case comes with 10 Elite Trainer Box. It's sealed. It comes with 10 Elite Trainer Boxes. Each Elite Trainer Box obviously has 9 booster packs. Multiples that I've either opened myself or seen opened that did not have a special illustration rare at all. That's one of the things I dislike the most about English Pokemon cards, is that there is no standardized pull rate or pull as far as rarity goes in booster box. That's what Japan has above us. Each of their booster boxes contains, like for Terrestrial Festival, for example, each of their booster boxes contain at least 1 SAR, at least 1 special art rare. All of their normal booster boxes contain at least 1 secret rare. Now, they do count full arts as secret rares, but you know you're getting one. To open up an entire case of Elite Trainer boxes, maybe you're somebody who has, and maybe you didn't pull a special illustration rare. That's 90 packs to not pull a single special illustration rare. That's rough. That's not. I wish pull rates were different. I thought they were going to be more like Hidden Fates. It's kind of frustrating that they're not, and I wish they were, but it is what it is. It is what it is. And then there were multiple Elite Trainer Box cases that were opened up that had multiple special illustration rares. So there's no standardized thing at all. So that's a little wonky. As far as like batching for the same ultra rares, there's just a lot of ultra rares. A lot of ultra rares in the set. You're going to pull duplicates, things like that. I haven't noticed as much batching issues as I have in previous sets. It is weird every once in a while where you're open up the same full art like 3 times in a row, and you're like, well, why does this keep happening? That has happened. That's a little weird. But other than that, it hasn't really stood out as much as some of the other sets. Like Obsidian Flames, for example, that stood out as a lot of batching issues where you'd open up booster boxes and you'd have the same full art. That was always a little bit weird. This isn't as weird. I will say card condition, still not great. There's still a lot of whitening issues, some centering issues. It has gotten a little bit better as far as miscuts go. I have seen some crimping issues and things like that, but you're not seeing as many. I didn't notice as many like backwards cards or upside down cards or anything like that. So it is a little bit better. The bad thing is obviously the pricing aspect of things right now. Pricing is not fun, and that's why it's really important. I get questions all the time. Should I open up my Pokemon Center exclusive Elite Trainer box? Now, to my knowledge, as of right now, Pokemon Center has not restocked the exclusive Elite Trainer box for Prismatic Evolutions. That doesn't mean it's not going to come. I do believe that they will restock it at some point. There has been other sets in the past where they didn't restock on release day. So that doesn't mean that they're not going to restock it. And they have promised us that they're going to print more of Prismatic Evolutions. It just hasn't happened yet. So should you open it? If you paid MSRP for an item and you want to rip it, you should rip it. You should enjoy it. You should have fun. That's what Pokemon card collecting is all about. However, I will tell you this, if you're looking to one day move on from your collection, an exclusive Elite Trainer box historically just does a lot better. It does a lot better because it is exclusive. It's got that exclusive stamp inside. It just does a whole lot better. So if you're somebody who's like, well, in the long haul, I might want to save this as a trade piece down the road, or when I get out of the hobby, or maybe I want to move off of that piece and add something different to my collection, I do think it's only going to continue to increase in value over time, over the long run, even if they do reprint it, because it is exclusive and it's just different than a normal Elite Trainer box. There are 9 months of releases, so you will have plenty of opportunity to open this set. There will be better opportunity. The hype, the FOMO, it will die down. I don't know if it's going to die down completely. It's still going to be expensive and it's still going to be difficult. You're going to have to adjust your buying habits a little bit, and you might have to look elsewhere or expand expand your reach or expand your search, but you will have better opportunities to buy it down the road than what you probably had opening weekend. And I do firmly believe that. So definitely be patient. Don't FOMO. There's a lot of people opening it. There's a lot of people who had a lot of wins, and that's fantastic. So just don't let the pull rates discourage you. It's a fun set. It really, really is. It's an expensive set. And if we look at the breakdown of things, so as I'm approaching finishing off this master set. So I did get I got all the commons and uncommons. I got all the ultra rares. I got just about all of the Pokeball reverses, and I got some of the Master Ball reverses, and only a handful of special illustration rares. So I've been combing, looking at Prismatic Evolutions on TCG Player. Right now, there's just not a whole lot listed. If you go on TCG Player, you can see a lot of these are still very expensive. Some of the market prices have really just kind of been established, like the Sylveon EX right now, market price of $738, but not a whole lot of sales at that price point, which is why they're being listed lower and lower than that. You can see Flareon EX down to $199.97. The Umbreon EX has moved fairly well, but still $13.98 for the cheapest one on there. Just not a whole lot of listings available. Not a whole lot of people who are opening this. Not a whole lot of people who are selling this right now. As more and more releases come out, and more people crack into their product, that's when you're going to start seeing duplicates. So as of right now, you're only seeing 9, 10, 11, 16 copies listed at a time. So there's not a whole lot out there that's selling, so still very expensive. My plan is just kind of chip away at it, and that's really all that you can do when it comes to collecting the master set. You don't want to overdo it on opening packs or anything like that. Like, it's great to open up 2,000 packs and open up a master set, but it's obviously not a good idea. You are never going to get the value back doing that, and when you have a bloated set like this, which has so much in terms of rarity and in terms of value, you really don't want to spend crazy money opening packs, especially right now when everything is selling way above MSRP. So you just kind of want to chip away at it. And right now I'm just looking at special illustration rares. I keep refreshing this, and then I'll just type in Master Ball at the top on TCG Player, and I'll trim my filters down over here and only include the stock from Prismatic Evolutions, so that way I'm not looking at, a bunch of different listings that don't pertain to things. And you can see already, like, there's some that are decent price points, like the Duskull over here is $8.98. When you compare some of these to what we saw with 151 in Japan, all of the Master Balls from 151 in Japan, they were all selling for $7, $8, $9, $10 as far as the cheapest ones go for months after the set release. So seeing cards that are only like $7 for a Master Ball, that's encouraging to me because the pull rates are very similar. You're looking at about 1 out of 20 packs for the Master Balls. So definitely a difficult thing to pull, but there is a large variance between them all. So obviously you have more expensive ones like the Umbreon right here, which is $467.50. That's obviously an expensive one. I don't have that one yet. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get that one. But I'm going to start out with some of the cheaper cards that I don't have. I'm going to add those to my cart. I'm going to buy those, fill up the master set, get it out to you, and then really start working on the more expensive cards as more product gets open, and I'll just keep my eyes out on things. That's really all you can do. I'm not going to chase things by opening up a ton of product. That's just not going to be the best way to handle a master set. So I wanted to put that out there so that way you guys had that kind of information. We're going to jump into looking at the master set now so you can get a feel for what it actually looks like as far as what I'm doing. So let's check it out. So this is it. This is the master set right here. Like I said, huge shout out to the Unlucky Collector on Instagram for putting this together. All the custom etch work, the set logo in the middle, obviously the dannyphantump logo on the side there. Like I said, this is just a Vault X binder, 480 card slots, so it's 12 up. The back side, you can see the Terra Eevee right there. It looks really cool. I'm really glad that he chose white. It looks really good, really clean with how everything is laid out. And this is basically how I have it set up. So I go normal, non-hollow variant of a card, and then the normal reverse hollow variant of a card. Then we've got the Pokeball reverse hollow, and then after that, the Master Ball reverse hollow. I wish it laid out perfectly in the binder. It just doesn't want to include ultra rares in there. But you can see right off the bat, I'm already missing a card. I'm missing the Master Ball Executor. I did use the sleeves that came in the Elite Trainer box on every card. I figured might as well go nuts. We're going to give away this really cool binder anyway, so might as well just put everything, protect everything perfectly. So every single card has one of those sleeves on it. Here's the pincer line down here. I've got all of that completed, which is great. And then even over here, the Bewdoo, this is a very competitive card with that item lock right there, which is super, super cool for competitive play. Probably the most competitive card in the set. We did get a Leafeon Master Ball right there before the Leafeon EX. And then we've got a couple of holes after that, unfortunately. This is where the Master Balls really start not showing up as much. So Botany, moving into the Whimsicott, missing the Whimsicott Master Ball. Then we move into the Applin right here. Like I said, we got most of the Pokeball reverses, but we're missing the Applin Master Ball. We're missing a good chunk of Master Balls throughout the entire set. We did get the Diplin Master Ball, and then you can see we got a nice little string here of EXs and the Master Ball Flareon. So those are actually the only two evolutions that I have Master Balls for. I did not get very lucky when it comes to opening. I did not pull many high rarity cards. I didn't pull many Master Balls at all. I am missing the Pokeball reverse of Slowpoke. I did pull the Master Ball, but unfortunately that's the first Pokeball reverse that we are missing, which is a little bit surprising. We've got another hole right there as far as Master Balls go. Then we move into the Goldeen, which we have everything done. The Seeking, we are missing the Master Ball for that. And then the Vaporeon, which we do have the Pokeball reverse, but there you go. No Master Ball, unfortunately, with that one. We are also missing the Suicune Master Ball right there. And then right below it, we're missing the Glaceon Master Ball. So like I said, just those two Master Balls for the evolutions. Everything else, including the Umbreon, yes, I am missing. Unfortunately, here's the Jolteon line right here. Got the Pokeball reverse, but again, no Master Ball. That leads into the Jolteon EX, the Iron Hands, and the Iron Thorns. Lots of reprinted cards in here. Here's the hole for the Espeon Master Ball. We are missing that as we go into the Espeon EX. And the Duskull, we're missing the Duskull Master Ball. We did get the Dusclops Master Ball, which is nice. And the Dusknoir, we got pretty much, I think we did get the whole line, which is good because that is a very competitive card. We are missing, I guess we are missing the Master Ball for the Dusknoir as well. The Spritzee, we're missing the Master Ball, but we do have the Aromatisse, which is nice. There's your Sylveon Master Ball slot right there. We are missing that one. So a lot of expensive cards, unfortunately, that I didn't get to pull, that I will just have to either try trading duplicates off of, looking on Facebook and Discord and Instagram and things like that, trying to trade stuff so that way I can get this thing filled in and give it away to one lucky subscriber. Here's the Larvitar right here. Fabulous artwork on this one. Missing the Master Ball on that one, unfortunately. The Pupitar line, we've got that all figured out. To the Groudon, we are missing the Master Ball on that, as well as the Riolu, unfortunately, missing the Master Ball on that, right next to the Lucario EX right there. The Hippopotas, the Hippowdon, we do have just about everything except the Master Ball right there for the Hippowdon. We do have everything for the Blood Moon Ursaluna, which is nice. We are missing the Master Ball for the Great Tusk EX. Okidogi, we've got all those done, including the Master Ball, which is really nice. Here is that Umbreon. Unfortunately, just the normal holo variant and the reverse holo variant. No Pokeball reverse and no Master Ball reverse, which is a giant thumbs down. I was hoping, we got really lucky with Terrestrial Festival. We pulled the Umbreon EX SAR and the Master Ball on back-to-back boxes, but unfortunately not lucky with Prismatic, which happens. Unfortunately, it happens. We are missing the Houndoom Master Ball, the Roaring Moon Master Ball, and then we are also missing the Bronzor Master Ball. So there's a fair amount of Master Balls, unfortunately, that we are missing. We do have the Bronzong, which is nice, and recently one of my last Master Ball pulls was that Heatran right there. The Archaludon we have done, we are missing, or the Duraludon we have done, the Archaludon, that is the Master Ball that we are missing. The Dreepy Master Ball we did have, but we do not have the Dracloak. We're missing that one as we move into the Dragapult. We're also missing the Eevee, unfortunately, the Master Ball Eevee. So just those two evolutions and really nothing else. Missing the Hoothoot Master Ball and the Noctowl Master Ball. You can see just lots of holes in the binder, but again, didn't open as much product as what we normally would, which is understandable. We wanted to make sure that we could get as much product out there at MSRP as we could. Dunsparce, we're missing the Master Ball on that. Miltank, we're missing the Master Ball on that, unfortunately. Lopunny, also missing the Master Ball on that, but hey, look at that, Fanrodom, we do have the Master Ball for that one, just not Regigigas, which could be a little bit of a good competitive card as well. Shaman, we're missing the Master Ball on that one, and Furfrou also don't have the Master Ball on that one. The good thing is we are done with all of the Pokemon, so now we can move into the trainers, which we have just about all done because there are no Master Balls for the trainers. So all you really have to worry about is collecting the normal variant, the reverse holo variant, and the Pokeball reverse holo variant. It is just crazy how many different rarities there are in the set. But when the page is together, it actually looks really sleek. You can see we've got a full page, both sides done there. Not as lucky with this page right here. As you can see on the left side, we've got it all done, including Earthen Vessel, but Friends in Paldea, the Pokeball Reverse Holo, apparently just evades us. We couldn't find that one at all. And then there's one other trainer that you can see here, the Ogre's Mask. We were unable to pull that Pokeball Reverse as well. All the other ones we do have, and thankfully, we do have the A-Specs all complete as well. As we turn the page into Professor Turo over here, all those are done. There's a lot of different Professor's Research variants and a lot of different Black Belt variants. Here's another page that's set's completely finished, which looks really good. I still have a lot of pages to go, obviously. And then we've got all of our full arts up here. So all the full art trainers, these weren't terrible to pull. Similar pull rates to what we saw from like Surging Sparks, Twilight Masquerade. About 16 packs to pull a full art variant, a full art trainer of some sort. I did do things a little bit differently for the cards that I was missing. If you saw Terrestrial Festival, I just wrote on like a post-it note what I was missing and put that in the sleeve. This time I actually cut down the Elite Trainer box pictures or pages so that way I could actually look at the picture and put it all together just to kind of make it look a little bit nicer for the video, I guess. So we're missing the Flareon there. We did get the Cerulege, which is really nice, but then we're missing the Hearthflame mask and a lot of evolutions. The only evolution that we pulled was the Espeon. You can see we didn't pull the Glaceon, we did not pull the Palafin, we have not pulled the Wellspring mask, and we have not pulled the Jolteon. So a lot of SIRs, unfortunately, that we're missing. We do have back-to-backs here, so the Iron Hands and the Espeon EX are done. Sylveon EX we're missing, Iron Valiant we're missing, Iron Crown, which is one of my favorite artworks in the set. We do have that done, but we're missing the Sandy Shocks, we're missing the Cornerstone, and the big one right here, the $1,500 card, the Sunbreon. Unfortunately, we're missing that one. The Roaring Moon, the Pecharunt, we're still missing those. Golden Glow we have. Here's the Raging Bolt right there, the Eevee, and the Blood Moon Ursaluna, which is my personal chase card of the set. Terapagos we did pull, and we have not pulled a special illustration or a trainer as of yet. Gold cards we actually did pretty well on, so we are still missing the Iron Leaves there, but you can see we did pull the Teal Mask Ogerpon, and then we have not pulled the Walking Wake, but we pulled multiple copies of the Pikachu and multiple copies of the Terapagos, which is pretty cool. And then I did put all of the holo trainers in there as well, so you can see after all that's done, you only got one page left, so one page total, but that's it. That is how the master set will look. Obviously, like I said, it'll take a few weeks to finish it, but I'm really excited to give this away. Somebody in the community is going to get a big win, which is what they deserve. So that is it. That is the master set, or soon to be, hopefully within a few weeks, master set of Prismatic Evolutions. Let me know in the comment section down below how things are going for you. I really hope things are settling down a little bit. I know that's highly unlikely, and it's going to take a while for the dust to settle. And once Journey Together comes out, that should help a little bit. And obviously, once the focus gets on Team Rocket, that should help a little bit as well. But hopefully, Pokemon is able to just print some more product, get some more product out there, so that way there's enough for everybody. That would be obviously the ideal situation where everybody wins. Very difficult for that to happen, obviously, but it would be great if it did, right? Like, it would be awesome. So, but this is the Prismatic Evolutions Master Set, and if you want to win it, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Like I said, go back to the video we just posted a couple days ago. Make sure you leave a like and a comment. I wish everybody could win, but one lucky person will win, and we'll give that away in a few weeks. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video. I love you guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. So thank you so much for just being here. It means the world to me. We'll be back again on Tuesday with another video. Until next time, guys. Peace.